Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a fire chief rescues an elderly man from a burning home just 2 days after being sworn into office. And as the weather begins to warm up, it could lead to issues on roadways.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Welcome to Mountain News This Morning. I'm Neely Green here with you on this Tuesday, February 10th. The time is now 6:31 and let's check in with meteorologist Megan Duswell for a look at your forecast this morning. Megan, I'm excited for a beautiful day ahead.
I am too. It's going to start off beautiful. We're talking mostly sunny skies. Some clouds will return, yes. But for the most part, we're going to stay dry until the late evening hours. So here's what we're currently seeing. Again, not really anything going on, not even a cloud in the sky. But by about 7 p.m., starting in our northwestern counties, we are going to start to see some rain chances pick up, which will continue overnight, clearing by Wednesday morning. In terms of those temperatures, though, not too bad as you're stepping out the door compared to several days this week. You may only need a light jacket, at least compared to what we've been looking at. But by the time we head into the afternoon, you're definitely not going to need those jackets as we're talking 60s and 70s for some. I mean, we're talking 71 is that forecast high in Manchester, 69 is the high in Williamsburg, 68 in Jacksboro, a little bit cooler for our northeastern counties, 60 degrees in Logan, 62 for that forecast high in Grundy. We'll see those high temperatures around that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time frame. Again, mostly sunny start to your day, but we'll start to see that cloud cover increasing and chances of rain returning later this evening. Neely.
Thank you, Megan. Just days after becoming a Southern Kentucky fire chief, his actions are being credited with saving a life. The fire chief in Monticello ran into a burning home and pulled a man to safety. It happened Sunday at a home on Tennessee Avenue. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more.
Friday was a special day for Cody Reagan. He was sworn in as chief of the Monticello Fire Department. His first call as chief would not come until Sunday, though, where he would be the first man on scene. A fire inside a home with a man inside.
He was partially immobile at the time. He had took in a lot of smoke, so I just kind of got a hold of him and got him out there and what's called an emergency maneuver.
So much smoke they knew every second mattered. The rest of the department was still a few minutes away.
Had a very short window of time that we could get this guy out because he had took in a lot of smoke at the moment, so we just got him out as quick as we could and turned him over to EMS.
Cody Reagan has been in the fire service for 8 years, and he's also a nationally certified EMT. He's also a local pastor who has a congregation that he cares for. People say that he's passionate about his community and wants to do the very best for it. Reagan says he simply used his training to get the man out as quickly as possible.
Another few minutes, I mean, the average person wouldn't be able to stay conscious with that much smoke inhalation. So there was a considerable amount of smoke inside the structure.
Chief Reagan says the fire was caused by a space heater that had already burned through the floor and would have caused a lot more damage had they not arrived when they did. In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The man injured in the fire is expected to be okay. We are told that a passerby noticed the fire and called it in. An investigation is underway after a CSX train collided with the West Virginia State Troopers cruiser Saturday night in Logan County, West Virginia. Troopers say the police cruiser was trying to slow down and collided with the train that was also traveling at a slow speed. Nobody was injured in the collision, and the West Virginia State Police say the cruiser had minimal damage. According to investigators, weather conditions did play a factor. Isaiah Jordan lives right up the road and says he heard the aftermath of the crash.
Me and my friends was getting ready to go to a basketball game, and we heard a bunch of sirens because we just live right when you come by here. And we came over here, and we heard somebody got hit by a train, but nobody knew who it was.
The state trooper who was involved in the incident was taken to the hospital to get checked out following the accident, but was able to return to work. After the vandalism at an AEP substation, a do not consume order was put into place on water in Wayne, West Virginia on January 16th. To support the community, cases of bottled water were being handed out, portable showers and laundry units were brought in. This past Friday, that order was lifted Hannah Buzza spoke to community members who are still questioning about the cleanliness of the water.
The Wayne Town Hall parking lot was once filled with hundreds of cases of water and crews that were lending a hand to folks going through this difficult time. But now it sits empty, with only a few cases of water remaining.
I would be afraid to drink it myself.
Community members that were depending on that bottled water, as well as the portable showers and laundry units that were paid for by a private citizen, are now stuck. Derek Everett was hired to bring in the portable units and has been handling maintenance on them since day one.
We thought we'd be here for a few more weeks.
By Wednesday, the portable showers and laundry units outside of Town Hall will be taken away, leaving people who don't trust the water in a sticky situation.
I think that's the hardest part is at least 20, 25 times a day since Friday. I've had people, pull in, hey, are they not usable anymore? And I just tell them, hey, I'm so sorry, I don't have water, so I can't do it.
Melissa Thompson is a salon owner and says they've had to get creative with avoiding using the water during the do not consume order.
She was getting the water, putting it in a bucket, heating it up, and then she would take the portable shower with the pump, and then she would rinse the hair and stuff. That way we could still do hair.
And now that order is lifted, she's still trying to find alternatives to using their tap water.
We may go back to, of course, like washing hair with it or something like that. But as far as consuming it or no.
Wayne Town Hall says they will be done handing out water to people by sometime midweek, and the showers outside of Town Hall will be gone by Tuesday.
There's not enough answers. You don't want to put something in your body that's going to, hurt you.
Community members telling me they will think about this situation every time they drink water for a long time coming. Hannah Bazet, WSAZ, Wayne.
Some community members say that they will be paying for their own private testing before they start using the water as normal again. Along with road conditions, the rising temperatures could also bring water issues. Whitesburg officials are asking community members to keep their eyes peeled for leak lines. The city of Whitesburg is trying to build up its water reserve while addressing water line breaks throughout the city as the icy conditions thaw. Public Works Director Chris Caudill says crews have been working to find and fix several reported line breaks, but at least one undiscovered break is causing an issue for the city's supply. They are currently cutting off areas in certain sections and reconnecting when possible, trying to pinpoint the problems.
It's just a process, of elimination of different areas, and like I say, we have worked around the clock for the last week trying to find that part, but it's, like I said, it's just hard to find some of them.
If you live in the city limits and notice a leak or broken line near you, you are encouraged to contact Whitesburg City Hall at 606-633-3700. With the water changes, the next big problem for the roads is potholes. Lexington Auto Shop Southside Auto Repair says they're already getting cars with damages from potholes. People driving on roads they're not familiar with are more likely to hit them. Service advisor Rich Odell says hitting a pothole could bust more than a tire.
They may end up with an impact break on the inside of the tire that they can't see. They may end up with a bent wheel and they think, it might be something else causing that.
Odell says to not wait around if you're having car troubles after hitting a pothole. He says to get your suspensions checked as soon as you can. Isaiah 5810 is a ministry dedicated to feeding the homeless, and with the recent winter weather, they are dedicated to keeping them warm as well. While they do house the homeless, founder Tracy Byers is willing to help anyone, and with folks losing electricity during the storm, many just needed a warm place to stay. The ministry provided 30 rooms at the Budget Host Inn in London to about 50 people, and Byers says they were there for about 8 days.
That's what we do. That's our big thing, is feeding people. We feed everybody. We usually only house the unhoused, but in a state of emergency, you have to do what you have to do.
Isaiah 5810 and the City of London are partners for the White Flag Ministry, providing a warming shelter when temperatures drop below 32 degrees. The ARH Foundation for Healthier Communities has awarded a $5,000 community grant to support a new food pantry initiative at Hazard Community and Technical College. It's expected to support between 100 and 250 students. The free grocery and household items will help students experiencing food insecurity. A few schools remained closed yesterday and some will stay closed today, but that list is getting shorter. Some students are now back in the classroom after 2 weeks of being at home. In Madison County, many roads in the area are clear, like main roads, residential areas, and parking lots. This led to the decision that schools would be open. Hard work has gone into clearing the roads to make sure schools and other things could reopen.
You could just tell by the feedback that people give, like how appreciative they are of our Public Works Department by getting these streets clear so people could go back and from to work, to school, to do anything they want to do.
Some roads remain icy, and on social media, Madison County school officials urge parents to use caution when taking kids to school. Kentucky is growing some. We added 100,000 people during the last 5 years, but some areas are losing populations while others are adding people fast. The Kentucky State Data Center analyzes census data and says Eastern Kentucky continues to see population loss. The fastest growing areas in the Commonwealth are Madison, Scott, and Warren counties.
And temperatures as you're heading out the door are on the chillier side. You may need a lighter jacket or a coat, but as you go throughout the day, we're going to quickly watch those temperatures warm up, making its way into the upper 60s for some, mid 60s as you're traveling more towards those northern counties. Overall, though, very pleasant days in store as we're looking at mostly sunny skies to start off the day. And as we head into the late evening hours, that's when we're starting to see that next chance of rain, which will continue overnight and into your Wednesday. Here's what you need to know, though, as you're heading out the door. We're looking at those upper 30s for a lot of folks, but by the time we're heading home, we're talking upper 60s. Neely.
Thank you, Megan, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:42. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. With the Winter Olympics, more people are curious about curling. We'll have more on how anyone can get swept up in the game.